Welcome to my channel. Here, we explore psychology, human behavior, and the thoughts most people never talk about. There comes a moment in life when everything looks normal, but nothing feels right. You're still breathing, still functioning, still showing up, but inside something has shifted. Not loudly, not dramatically, quietly. And that's the scariest part, because nobody notices quiet pain. This video isn't here to entertain you. It's here to sit with you, to speak the thoughts you don't say out loud. These are 5 more brutal psychological truths about life, not theories, not opinions, but realities most people only understand after they've been emotionally broken by them. If you feel uncomfortable listening to this, that means it's working. Fact 1. Most people are not honest, they are coping. We grow up believing people mean what they say. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm happy. Psychology tells us something darker. Most people aren't honest. They're coping. They don't lie because they're evil. They lie because honesty feels unsafe. So they smile. They joke. They distract themselves. They stay busy. Because silence forces confrontation. Think about it. How many times have you said, "I'm fine," when you weren't? That's emotional masking. And here's the unsettling truth. A society built on pretending creates loneliness everywhere. You sit next to people who are breaking. You talk to people who are lost. You love people who are tired of surviving. But nobody says it. Because vulnerability feels like exposure. And exposure feels dangerous. So pain becomes private. And loneliness becomes common. Fact 2. Your mind is not designed to make you happy. This one hurts because it explains so much. Your brain is not designed for happiness. It's designed for survival, which means it remembers pain more than joy. It scans for danger, not peace. It overthinks to protect you. That's why your mind replays embarrassing moments, rehearses arguments that never happen, imagines rejection before it arrives. You're not weak. You're not broken. Your brain is doing what it evolved to do, keep you alive, not fulfilled. But in a modern world, this survival wiring becomes a prison. You worry when there's no threat. You fear when there's no danger. You doubt when nothing is wrong. And the most dangerous part? You start believing every thought you have. Psychological growth begins when you realize not every thought deserves your trust. Fact 3. Some versions of you must die for you to live. Nobody warns you about this. Growth feels like loss. You don't just change, you shed identities. The version of you that tolerated disrespect. The version that needed validation. The version that stayed quiet to keep peace. Letting go of those versions feels like grief, because even survival versions feel familiar. You might feel empty, disconnected, like you don't recognize yourself anymore. That's not failure. That's transformation. Psychology calls this identity disintegration, the space between who you were and who you're becoming. It's uncomfortable, lonely, confusing, but necessary. You can't evolve without leaving parts of yourself behind. And yes, it hurts, because comfort doesn't disappear quietly. It fights to stay. If this video made you feel heavy, good. Awakening is uncomfortable. You're not broken. You're not too sensitive. You're not lost. You're waking up. Life doesn't reward honesty immediately. It tests it, punishes it, isolates it. But in the end, clarity always beats comfort. And if you're still listening, it means something inside you is ready. Ready to stop pretending. Ready to grow. Ready to face truth, even when it hurts. Some truths don't motivate you. They change you. And once you see them, you can never unsee them. Awareness is painful, but unconsciousness costs more. Fact 5. Loneliness is the price of emotional depth. As you become more self-aware, life becomes quieter. Not because people disappear, but because shallow connections stop satisfying you. You crave depth, meaning, truth. Small talk feels draining. Noise feels heavy. Crowds feel empty. Psychology calls this existential loneliness, the loneliness of awareness. It's not about being alone. It's about seeing too clearly to pretend anymore. And here's the paradox. The lonelier you feel, the more emotionally evolved you probably are. Because growth narrows the circle, but it deepens the connection. You stop needing many people. You start needing the right ones. Fact 4. Not everyone you love is meant to grow with you. This is one of the most painful truths. Love does not guarantee alignment. You can care deeply about someone and still outgrow them. You can miss people who are no longer healthy for you. Psychology shows that emotional bonds don't dissolve when growth happens. They strain. That's why distance feels confusing. Why conversations feel forced. Why silence grows between people who once felt close. And here's the guilt part nobody talks about. You feel selfish for changing. You feel cold for setting boundaries. You feel wrong for choosing peace. But staying small to keep others comfortable slowly destroys you. Outgrowing people isn't betrayal. It's honesty. And honesty always costs something.